President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration has blamed the insecurity situation in the country on the inability of late General Murtala Mohammed's regime to carry on with its policy on compulsory free education for citizens born after 1970. Murtala Mohammed, who overthrew Yakubu Gowon's regime, was Nigeria's military ruler from July 1975 until when he was assassinated on February 13, 1976. Featuring on a Channels television program on Monday, Information Minister Lai Mohammed says the nation's current woes would be traced to the failings of the past military junta. He said the fact is that in 1973 we were informed by the lead discussant and that the government of the day they had a retreat and said there must be a national pledge. That's what is that thing that we must do to ensure that we did not go through another civil war. The governments of that day came out with a decision that what will prevent another civil war is to ensure that anybody born after January 1970 has free and compulsory primary education. The minister added that the incumbent government is suffering the consequences of the failed compulsory free education for citizens. Before now, the minister had blamed insecurity on the former ruling party, People's Democratic Party, which ruled the country for 16 years, absolving the Buhari-led All Progressives Congress Party of responsibility. He said Buhari's government is confronted with issues associated with having over 13.2 million out-of-school children who would be easily recruited for terrorism and banditry. Regrettably, that administration was overthrown 2 years later, and all the lofty ideas and all the preparations that were needed to ensure that every child of school age acquired free and compulsory education were jettisoned. And we are paying the price today, because if you have 13.2 million children of school age out of school, that is the market which Boko Haram, bandits, IPOP and other militants, that is the market where they recruit people, he said. Mohammed's admission of 13.2 million out of school children further counters claims on how the Buhari-led government has succeeded in returning many of the out-of-school children to school. The Buhari administration, which assumed office in 2015, has been characterized by worsening insecurity across the country, eliciting widespread apathy and confusion. It has been an era of gunmen marauding every part of Nigeria as terrorists, bandits, killer, pastoralists, separatists, and armed robbers. On Tuesday, a senator of Buhari's ruling APC, Smart Adeyemi, said the country's national security architecture had collapsed and called on the president to immediately seek help from other countries to prevent a civil war. Do you now see that Buhari and all his people, they are confused people? It is no longer Gaddafi again. It is no longer opposition party again. Oh, it is no longer traditional rulers again. It is not that what the military. See where they went back again. You see where they are picking their problems for. So the question is that, didn't you know all of these things? And meanwhile, how many children were out of school in 2015 when you came on board? How many children are now out of school now in this, after your 6 years in government? Then if it has reduced, because which I know it's escalated again, didn't you know all of these problems when Buhari was contesting for 12 years? So Buhari did not know all of these things before coming into office. You see that Buhari has nothing to offer. He has nothing to offer. Some people just said he want to answer that name. Just want to answer that name. He has nothing to offer. Didn't you know for that 12 years you were contesting? You didn't know all the problems that Nigeria has. It took him 6 months, even in that 2015, it took him 6 months before he could even make his minister. And these are the people like Oshibajo, Keyamu, all of them, they are not supporting. They are supporting and defending. You see their life. And that's why this man came out. Keyamo said that, oh, why is it that PDP is crying up and down because the federal government suspended or fined Channels Television? That is that not what they have been doing before? That they do worse things, and people are now asking them, what is the change? Where is the change that you people promise Nigerians? If these people, of course, every bad thing that's happened in Nigeria is as a result of what people PDP cost. Everybody said no, yes, let them go. Of course, some people still supported them, but majority of the people, and with all the whatever that brought about them coming on board, that made Jonathan to concede defeat. They said, okay, go. You have the what it takes. You told Nigerians everything, especially you, this Lai Mohammed. You the propaganda then, you were just saying all manner of things, and Nigerians saw reasons with you. You know all those problems. Now you are coming back again. These people are not telling us that, after all, these people did this. Then you have to double it. Then who is deceiving who? They told us that there's not going to be anything like a first lady office. After the first tenure, they maintain. The second tenure, the woman just came out. She wants to answer first lady, not the wife of the president again. And you are telling us cock and bull stories. No, it is now the regime of Murtala Mohammed. Okay. Well, all the time they keep blaming others for their inefficiency. What an incompetent government of all the time. Jonathan never blamed anybody. The way APC and Liar Mohammed blaming everyone but themselves, I hope they will not come and blame my humble self. They've already blamed you. They said the corruption is as a result of the index, corruption index that is being placed on Nigeria. It's as a result of everybody. That Nigerians are the people that are referring to. The corruption of Nigerians is what they are talking about, not Buhari. You see the way they reason. How can a sane citizen tolerate this kind of government? The government is totally insane. Tracing our political instability to 1975, I'm sure if Murtala is alive, he would have tackled this government without hesitation. Wetin concern Agbero with overload, small time, they go blame Tafawa Balewa government, then later blame Lord Lugard government. I think this administration should be tagged blaming government. They have previously blamed Jonathan, Yaradua, and Obasanjo. He will soon blame Pharaoh of Egypt. This current regime always find ways to blame others, doing nothing but blaming others. Only God will help us in this country. Soon these people will blame Adam and Eve for Nigeria problem. It is no longer Jonathan administration. Now it is Murtala Mohammed that ruled Nigeria in 1975. No be by force, oga. You and your failure government should resign instead from living things to non-living things. Is this man normal? How can you blame the death of the failed situation caused by your administration? Old men are destroying our country. God help Nigeria and help the youth.